And hello. Um, Welcome back to another part of What If Deku had. Well, nope, that's the wrong story. Welcome back to another part of What If Deku was Nanami's reincarnation. Um, like usual, disclaimer. Background noise. You might hear it this time. Um, it is bad where I am at the very moment. Not bad like rain or like thunderstorms, nothing like that. I'm perfectly fine. It's just very windy out here. Um, so yeah. What else? Just I stutter a lot. I repeat stuff. Um, uh, what else is there? Um, Impressions. Yeah, I do those things. Given they're absolutely terrible. And it might not change much to you all, but it changes a bit for me. My voice does. Um, if you hear me yell, background, there's a lot of noises going on at points, so that's why I yell. Uh, yeah. So let's get into the story. Well, back into the story. You, I hope somebody is in like the future of when, like, a couple months after I record these, right? Oh crap! I gotta turn on that. Um, and they're watching these in consecutive order, right? I hope someone's doing that because I've said so many things over these uh, videos, right? And I feel like some of them are just plain out unhinged. I feel like they're like most of the things are highly unhinged, really. So yeah, let me get into this. Um, so um, I forgot to check where we left off in this. So I don't remember. So all I remember is they were in their dorm room, in the dorm, and they were told about the festival. So that's what they were getting ready for. Right. So let's do that. So so we would be in the dorm room, with everyone, and they would all be talking about what they were going to do at the festival. Except for Midoriya. He would be thinking about what he would be doing at this festival because uh the he's not going to join his classmates in um big their big performance. He's not going to be with them. He's going to do his own thing, right? And uh Mina would say something along the lines of, "Hey, what if we do like a concert basically, right? Um, like dancing type thing. You know what I mean?" And then Jor would say, "Yeah, never really thought of that. I mean, I guess we could. I mean, there's nothing really stopping us from doing it. Uh, but here's the thing. Who's gonna sing? and everyone, uh, well, except for Midoriya, because he would be at the like the hit the blah 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 blah, the like dinner table, I guess you would call it. He would be eating like a bowl of cereal or something, right? And it would be like 8 o'clock, so and yeah, hold on. Like everyone would look at Jiro, right? And uh uh Nina would say, "Why not you? You got a wonderful voice, dog." And Jiro would look at Mina and say, "Don't ever call me dog again, okay? Don't ever do that ever again, please." And Mina would hold up her hands and say, "Fine, fine, fine, okay, I won't do it, but I'm gonna be thinking about it." I'm gonna go think of a dance we're doing. Okay? You all think on what's the music gonna be like, okay? I'm gonna go. And while she would be leaving, she would be like a moonwalking. And she would be saying, I'm gonna go uh away from here. Oh my god! Don't oh my gosh. Ah, I'm sorry for getting angry. See, I feel like you all can hear that, but that happens constantly. You probably can't. And this is the reason why I am mad, why I am yelling. Where I record. As you all know, I record in a barn, ish, sort of. And see, there's a loose piece of tin on the roof. It's a tin roof. And it's loose, right? And every time the wind blows, it just raises up and then falls back down, making a big noise. Right? I feel like you all can understand that. You can probably hear it also, but I don't believe you can. I'm hoping you can't. Maybe it's just me. I'm hoping y'all can't hear that because that would ruin my audio quality even more. But when Mina would after Mina would leave, Jiro would say, "Well, um, what do y'all think about what music should it be? What do you think?" Um, and uh, like a lot of people would say a lot of different music. Tokoyami would say heavy metal. Uh, Kaminari would say like R&B. Sakio, well, Intelli would say classical music. Um, uh, Shoji would, I feel like he would be a guy to listen to bluegrass. So he would say bluegrass. Not the Admiral, not the Vice Admiral from One Piece, not her. The whole entire different, it's a music genre. I feel like if I feel like if you're not caught up with One Piece at the very moment, you will have no clue who bluegrass is. I just realized that. That's the funniest thing I ever just realized. If you're not caught up with One Piece at the very moment, you will have no clue who bluegrass is. Like absolutely no clue. Like no clue at all. You will not have a clue in the world who bluegrass is. And that's funny to me because I'm caught up with One Piece, and I get why. Well, I'll probably I really want to start making One Piece videos. Um, that aren't what if. So I might make a video on something later down the line about One Piece or something. I might. I don't know. Maybe. I'll have to think about it, honestly. But yeah, a lot of students would say a lot of different music genres, right? And then Midoriya would walk up with his bowl of cereal in hand. What cereal do you think he would eat? I hate that thing. I very much hate that thing. Is this my microphone? I feel like it is. Now I'm in it. Ha! Maybe this works. Maybe I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna put this back in my ear, and when I'm done recording this, I'm gonna try something. Okay, you can probably hear my voice way more clear. I hope you can. But if you can't, you can't. I don't know. I'm just gonna put my thing back in my ear. But yet, yeah. Uh, as well, Midoriya. Well, that was back to my topic. Um, wasn't it like uh, it would be like oh yeah. What do you think Midoriya's favorite cereal would be? Something I feel like Apple Jacks would surprisingly be his favorite or something. Or like yeah, I'm gonna say Apple Jacks. I don't care. I don't think they have. I feel like it's a different type of cereal. I don't even know if Japanese people eat cereal. I feel like they do. Now I feel like I'm being stereotypical or being racist or something. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna shut my mouth. Um, but yeah, he would come over eating his cereal or eating like I don't know. I said cereal, so I'm gonna stick with cereal. Yeah, he would walk over with his cereal and stand right beside Todoroki, and he would say, "Hey, why not do like pop music or like a mix of music?" And everyone would look at him, and right, everyone would look at him, and Jiro would say, "You know, sure, why not?" So, any recommendations, music boy? And Midori would say, "Well, honestly, you probably could. Um, uh, you could probably put in some like electric guitars, maybe some like a bass, and then probably a piano around like the start, and then a couple times throughout, or maybe just throughout the way, but like lighter notes. So yeah, and then yeah, yeah, you could probably do that, and then add some drums. Mr. Bakugo over there is actually very good at playing drums. So ask him if he wants to do that. And Kaminari actually learned guitaring with me, or at least I taught him some stuff. I don't know if he remembers it. That idiot probably doesn't remember much from our childhood, surprisingly. At least the training parts. Well, I'm gonna go. Um, I'm gonna go back and sit at the table and eat cereal. See ya. And he would walk off, sit back at the table, and everyone would be He's like Bakugo would be mad, like kind of like me at the very moment. Um. Uh. Yeah. Don't eat Deku. Oh my. Uh. Jiro would turn to Bakugo and say, "Do you actually know how to play drums?" And Bakugo would say, "Yeah, sadly. Um, well, honestly, I guess that's karma for me because I said Midori can play music. Oh, yeah, yeah, I can. I can very well do that. I mean, I'm not good or anything, but I'll try." And yeah, they would all talk about uh their stuff. Midoriya, as they're getting done eating and all, he would say, "Ah, I'm gonna head up to my room. Okay, night." And he would walk up to his room and open up the door, and what he sees creeps him out. Um, well, it's not very scary. He just is very confused. He would see Tamaki and Nedre in his room. Don't know why. He once he opens up the door fully, he says, "What are you two doing in here? What are y'all doing in here, eh?" Um, and Tamaki would say, "Um, it was Nedre's idea. We want to, well, yeah. Um, oh, what a talk." And then Nedre would say, "Oh, um, hi. Uh, this was my idea, okay? So if you get mad at anyone, be mad at me. But yet, we had a reason. Well, I did. Tamaki, I dragged her along. So, yeah. How about you shut that door? We are talking in private." And Midori would say, "I don't know." And Tamaki would say, "Will you please shut the door, please?" Sorry, I had something in my eye. Um, yeah. And Midoriya would not fully shut the door. He would he would leave a crack in the door. I'm gonna tear that thing off myself. And I'm gonna I don't jeez. Yeah, he would he wouldn't fully shut the door. It would leave like a crack, right? And Nedry would say, "Good. Well, uh, see, I knew, Tamaki over here really likes you, okay?" And Tamaki would look at Nedry after, she said that, like, you know how, when they first met the big three, oh my, but yeah, you know how they first met the big three, right? And you know how Tamaki stared at like everyone and like scared the crap out of everyone. You know how that happened? 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 Yeah, that's what Tamaki does. And then Nedry would continue on. And I wanted Nedry here, not me, um, Tamaki here to confess her feelings. I wanted that to happen. So that's why we're here. And Nanami, well, not Nanami, uh, Midoriya would say, well, um, I don't know what this, how to respond to that, honestly. Um, uh, um, huh. Well, I really like you, Tamaki. Uh, um, I don't know how to say this, but I'm also not dating anyone, so I don't. I guess I don't know. Um, sure. I don't know what you wanted to do, but okay, I'll do it. I don't care. I got nothing better to do. Um, only thing I'm gonna be doing over the weekend, this weekend. Um, well, it's also not the weekend. It's a Thursday. So, how about over the, I don't know, a day on the weekend? Oh my gosh! I I really hope you all can't hear that, but most likely you can with my luck. Um, oh wow, it actually shut up. That's surprising. Now, oh, I opened my mouth one time. I opened my mouth one time. Like one time, I opened my mouth. Of course. But yeah. Uh, Midori would say, "Hey, over the weekend, how about me and you hang out? I guess. Um, yeah." But yeah. I think we might as well do a time skip. Oh no, wait. Midoriya actually says, um, "Hey, the festival is coming up lately. Uh, next week, right? Or yeah, next week, May next weekend, right? I believe it's next weekend. I don't remember what. Maybe it was 2 weeks away. I don't remember. But how about me and you have a date to the festival?" And Tomiki would say, "Sure." Why did you say that anyway? Yeah. Well, I guess I could also, and oh my gosh, and um, well, yeah. Let's just do a time skip till next week, next weekend. I believe maybe it's 2 weeks. I don't know. Just when I say it next weekend because it's faster like that. So yeah. Um. Yeah. Uh. The week would go by or 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm not. I don't know which one I'm gonna make it. Um. The 1 week, sure. Because yeah, the one. Yeah. Why not? The week would go by, and it would be the day for the festival. Festival. yeah, it would be the day for the festival. Uh, everything getting set up. The one thing, um, Mina would ask, uh, Midoriya one favor though. The time would be around 6:15, right? 6:15, and Mina would ask Midoriya, "Hey, Midoriya, will you help? Well, do a favor for me?" And Midoriya would say, "Sure. What favor do you need?" And Midoriya would, well, not Midoriya, Mina would say, "Oh, I know how you're gonna go like a solo performance, and it's gonna be after ours, right? So I was thinking like, hey, will you go out and grab like a rope because yeah." And Midori would say, "Oh yeah, sure. Anything else I can grab, or do you just need the rope?" And Mina would say, "Oh, I just need the rope, please." And Midori would say, "Okay, I'll be back at some point, okay?" And he would go. He would be walking around. Oh, I hate the weather. Um, but yet, yeah, they would. Well, Midori would head out and go to the closest hardware store and would pick up some rope and yeah, and he would start walking back. Right, he would start walking back and he would bump into somebody and Midori would say, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Um, I'm sorry I bumped into you, sir." And the said person would say, "Oh, you're fine, young man." Hold on, I'm gonna turn my brightness up. Stuff in my eye again. Woo. I hate wind. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. Um, but yet, yeah. Uh, where was I? Oh yeah. Uh, Midoriya would say, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir," and the the person in question, would say, "Oh, you're fine, young man. Though, please watch out where you're going this time. Us feeble old men have feeble bodies, so if I were to fall, it would hurt very much. But uh, I wish you a good rest of your day, son, young lad." Yeah, that sounds like a thing he would say. Um, but yet Midoriya would say, "Oh, um, good to you, good day to you, to sir." Huh? Weird. I feel like should have done something right there. Huh? Eh, not a problem. Nothing bad will happen. I should I should have shut up. I wish I didn't say that though. Uh, well, I wish I didn't say anything. Now I feel like something bad will happen. Um, but Midoriya would walk off even though he would see the two walk into an alleyway, he would basically make a big circle around the people. Like he would walk down the road towards UA, and then he would turn right into the alleyway and hide a little bit. Well, he would hide, and he would wait there for a few moments, but then he would see um the person, the two people walk by him, and they were, and he would peek out, and he would see they would keep on walking down the they would keep on walking down the the street, the sidewalk of the street, right? And he would he would keep on following them, right? Using his quirk to get up on a building, and then he would see those two stop, and he would hide, right? And those two would bend down and open up a laptop. And then Midoriya, noticing that, he would put his hand over the pocket where his phone is. I hate that thing. I have a feeling you can hear that. I'm hoping you all can't, because that's even worse audio quality than I have. And so, yeah, he would bend down, put his hand over the pocket, like in his pocket, to grab his phone to text uh someone. I don't know who. He would text somebody. Uh, actually, no, he would, and he uh put his hand over the like texting like emblem, the part where you press message. You know how that works? I hope you do. I really hate that thing. Like so bad. I hate that thing so much. But yet, yeah, they would keep on going and going, and then he would message. He would message. Who would he message? He would message somebody. Probably Aizawa, honestly. Yeah, he would message Aizawa, telling them about these two walking to UA, and Aizawa would say, "Just stop them." Like he would text back, "Just stop them." And Midoriya would say, "Okay, I will. I'll bring him to UA also." Either way. So yeah, and Midoriya would launch off, launch, launch, not launch, launch off towards the two figures, the two people, and he would hit the taller one in the back, right, with his quirk, hitting him at the wait, I don't know, the weak point, hitting him at the weak point, right, and then boom, pop, skida pop pop, and the guy would land face first, rolling across the ground, and then he would stand back up and stare at Midoriya. And then Midoriya, being the man he is, he does not care. His his weapons are rated E for everyone. And he would kick the shorter one in the back of the head and send them flying, right? Send them flying towards the taller one, the older man. And the shorter one, which is La Brava, I'm just gonna say La Brava, really. And she would crash into Gentle and boom, pop, bowling. Midoriya would get a strike. I think, yeah, a strike. That's what that's called. He would get a strike. A not a hole. That's not a hole in one. I'm so stupid. And then Midori would ask, "So, what are y'all doing heading towards UA?" Oh, and by the way, you've got this laptop, and he would pick up the laptop and he would start typing on it, or he would like open it up, turn it on, and he would say, "Oh, well, ain't that interesting?" And he would smack, crack, like, no, it's like he's not that irresponsible. He would put it in his bag with the rope, and then Midori would say, "Well, let me get this straight. You all were planning to hack UA to get in there and then blah blah blah, right?" Trying to mess up the festival or whatnot. Yeah, I'm not gonna let that happen, I can tell you that much. Okay, so either either you all just plain out give yourselves up and give up, or I'm gonna tell you, or I'm gonna show you why my body. No, that sounds wrong. Okay, yeah, I'll give you that one. I'm gonna knock you all of the crap out. Okay, and I'm sorry for going quiet. The thing happened, which y'all could probably hear. And Midoriya would launch, not launch, launch himself at the taller one. Which, if you don't remember, he can dispel quirks with his quirk. I really hate you. Oh my god! At this point, I'm just moving because that's annoying. But yeah, Midoriya would launch himself at the two, and Gentle would use his quirk to make the air uh elect like rubber or something like trampoline. I don't know. Electric. No, I don't know how to say it. But Midoriya with his quirk would go straight through it, and he would hit the uh gentle with a black flash, and he would yell out, "Black flash!" Right, and gentle would like go flying, and he would go so far that he would almost enter the forest, which he technically would, but yet he would hit a tree, which that tree would break in half and land straight on top of him, not killing him. And then Labrava would also get kicked, but not this time with a black flash. She would just be small enough where Midori could just throw her far. Right? You all know what I mean. She just gets thrown like a little child, which basically she is technically the size of a child. So, I mean, I feel like that would be a possible thing, right? So yeah, and then the brother would use her quirk, which is love or something. Um, right? Which would be love, and yeah, uh, yeah. I forget what I was gonna say. Well, her quirk, she would use it. That's what I was gonna do. She would use her quirk, right, and make Gentle very much stronger. I don't know how that really works. All I know is he gets stronger after she uses her quirk. I don't know how that really works. Like, really, I don't know how that works, honestly. But yet, she would use it, and Gentle would push that tree off of him, and he would use his quirk to launch himself uh, towards Midoriya, which was a mistake. But yeah, Midoriya would send ratio blast. You know how like air blast basically at Gentle, and then he like Gentle would dodge all of them, sort of. He'd get hit by some, right, and then uh, Midoriya would wait for a moment, and then wait until Gentle was closer, and Gentle would try to punch Midoriya, but yet Midoriya would dodge, slam him in the ground, and then punch him square in the chest and with a black flash, which you would think like that would kill him. But yet he would go into the ground. He would end up in the ground. And then by that time, um, ectoplasma, ectoplasma, and well, ectoplasma, multiple of his clones would end up there, and then police would show up, and then bing, bada boom, Midori would and uh, Midori would also give the laptop to the police. So yeah, and then Midori would get time. Midori gives the rope, and then it's time for the festival. Um, it wouldn't be time for like 1A's thing yet. It would be at the start. It's the start of the festival. Midoriya is hanging out with um with Tamaki, and they would be walking around, hanging out. Uh, Midoriya would have um, he would have what would he have? Uh, just a big stick of corn, like corn on the cob, but roasted. A roasted corn cob, right? He would be eating that. Tamaki would be eating uh, cotton candy. Like, yeah, sure, why not? And then they would just be walking around doing nothing really but walking around, looking at the other students' stand, right? And then uh, it would be one ace performance, right? So those two would walk closer to the stage, right? So that they could uh like watch the performance, right? Uh, yeah, and that would be one B's performance. One A's hasn't happened yet. Okay, okay, and then it would be one A's turn to um for their performance. I have something in my boot. I don't think I do. Yep, no, I don't. Okay, that was just my dates in my boot. But yet, yeah, it would be time for one A's, and Tamaki would head up into the stands uh with to be with the other big three and the heroes that went and that came. And that would be Ryuku, Fat Gum, Night Eye, Hawks, Endeavor, right? I don't care. I'll make whatever. This is my story. I don't care if it didn't happen in canon. I don't care. I'll do what I want. Best genus? Sure. Uh, couple of other heroes. All the teachers would be there, right? And now well, one A's performance would happen, right? And then Midoriya's performance would happen. Well, President Mike would be down at the stage introducing, right? And this is what he would say. And um, our last performance, before the beauty pageant, okay, it would be, it is Izuku Midoriya from Class 1A. Okay, let's give him all a cheer. He's going solo. And Midoriya would walk out, everyone clapping, cheering, or whatever. And and Midoriya would, well, go over to his mic, and he would have a guitar in his back. Actually, no, he wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I think he would just, like, I don't know. But we will go up to the heroes and teachers place, and and a couple of heroes would be talking uh about what he was gonna do, and Hawks would say, "Hey, Eraserhead, what do you think your students are gonna do?" And Aizawa would say, How am I supposed to know? I don't go around these kids unless it's for teaching them. I mean, unless they have questions. I mean, throughout the day. So I have no clue what that kid's gonna do. Um, and then uh, Fat Gum, and Ryuku would notice the big three walking over to him, and Fat Gum would say, "Oh wow, look at the up and coming heroes coming over to say hi, to hang out. Hey, how are you? How are you, Tommy Key? And you too. That too. How are you all?" And everyone would say hi to the big three, and Hawks would say, "Hey, uh, shy one, I saw you hanging out with the blondie that's about to perform. Did he ever tell you what he's gonna do?" And Tommy would say, "No, he never told me." And then, well, Mirko would be there too because I don't care. This is my story. Mirko would walk over and put her arm around Tom Key, and Mirko would say, "Hey, you dating him? He's pretty handsome. Uh." And Tommy Key would blush like a tomato. She looks like a tomato at this point. Um, and Tamaki would yell out and say, "No, we're not. Okay, leave me alone." And Fatgum would say, "Hey, don't scare my work study." And Mirko would say, "Why can't I have a work study? I want a work study. I want anybody. Nobody will let me have a work study. It's so unfair. Hawks gets to have one. Why can't I?" And everyone in that room said, "Because you're too reckless." And then Mirko would go and sit down. And now we'll go back to McGwire, which he would be talking while the heroes would be talking with the big three and the teachers and whatnot. Midoriya would say, "Well, hello. As you all probably know, my name is Izuku Midoriya. I am from Class 1A. Um, yeah, uh, I'm not doing anything really impressive. Especially after the one we just saw. It's not very impressive. Um, but I know you all already heard a song. But I will be singing also. Um, but this song is very personal to me because I lost my mother recently in a villain attack, and yeah. And when I was younger, I was about 5. Um, I also lost my father to a sickness. So yeah, this song is very personal to me. And my class and most of my teachers probably worry about my whole entire mental issue after losing both of the people I cared deeply about. But now my class is a family to me. I would risk my life um, to save theirs. See, I had a, well, there was this thing I heard that my grandfather would say. Uh, he would say, we are all just soldiers in a queen's land. And I took that to heart, and also took the way my father acted to heart, because that's how I thought real men and heroes would act, well, should act. But yet, clearly, I learned that the hard way, that they don't. Um, so I'm gonna start now, okay? And Midoriya, well, hold on. Um, and Midoriya, well, hold on. The song I'm about to play is Go Back in Time by Oracordia and McGwire. So check out the real song. Um, it's his Oracordia's song. And in the description, I will be put a link to Oracordia's channel, and I'll be putting the name down in the song, okay? So you all can find it. I'm just playing it because I do deeply like this song a lot. And it has nothing to really say about what I just said as Midoriya. But yet, yeah. Um, well, I will be pausing this, okay, to say what the crowds does and what the hero says. So, if you don't want to hear the song with pauses all the way through it, go listen to the real thing. It's absolutely amazing. And yeah, let's listen to it. And he would start singing. The music would start playing. Okay.
Go back in time and see yourself. You wanna be like someone else. Don't wanna change me, don't wanna tell you for my health. Go back in time and tell yourself, was this one right or someone else? Don't wanna change me, would rather fit into your spells. Said no more lies.
And the crowd would start cheering, clapping. Some even like tearing up a little bit. Um, the heroes would start cheering, and the teachers in victory, and heroes and the people, the heroes and victory teachers, heroes, the people up in the box. Let's go. Um, they would all have a conversation about what Midoriya said in the saying that he said. Uh, they would all have a conversation about that. I'm not done going the conversation because I don't know what they would say. Well, actually, um, Fat Gum would say, Eraserhead, is that true? And Eraserhead, well, the Izal would say, yeah, sadly. He did lose his parents. I mean, given one more reason. It's sad seeing that happen. It's truly sad. And the only thing I'm confused about is the saying he said. I've heard that before. I just can't remember where. And now we'll go back to Midoriya.
Okay, go back in time some more. Don't trust these people, yeah, confide. Okay, you said no more fights, okay. Go back in line some more. You trust your demons on your side. Oh, I'm done trying to bring the people stress into my life. Fuck around and take a step to the limelight. But just wanna start blaming me, then start failing me. I'm so done with a fight. I know what's best and for myself. Trying to fix you as a hell. I don't wanna change me, would rather you see someone else. Go back and
And now, Isaiah would were here, he heard that saying, and he was like, really? So that's where. That's his grandpa? That's something. And everyone would look at Isaiah, uh, Tamaki was like, what do you mean? And Isaiah was like, oh, uh, the kid's grandpa, uh, given it's been years back, uh, he trained me in a martial arts style for free because he really liked how I worked for some reason. And but the old man was, I don't know, he was good, but he also had a hidden side of him. I've only I seen it once. Um, he was a villain at heart, but yet he used to be a villain. I don't know if y'all have heard the name of uh, Kento, and everyone would shake their head because they couldn't know who it was. Well, some were all say, "You mean Nanami Kento?" And I was always like, "Yeah, that's him." Yeah, he was right then. No wonder. Well, uh, it's something. But yeah, I mean, his grandpa did train me one style, and he helped me in a lot of stuff. But the side of him I saw that day was very worrying. Um, he was he was on his phone with his daughter, which now I'm putting well, his son, uh, which is uh, I'm guessing Midoriya's father or his uh, uncle or something. I don't know. But they were on the phone and talking about how uh, the name Hayashi, the, I'm guessing Midoriya's dad, died because of sickness that almost uh, in his family they got it most of the time. A little skip generations. So Midoriya won't have it. His father did. And I don't know. A lot of people tried to cure it. I don't know exactly what happened. But yet, yeah. I mean, that man was great. A great man to me. I mean, until I figured out, till I figured out he was a villain. Well, he was still a great man to me, even though I'm trying to live about it. And the side I saw that day was a very caring father. Um, which I'm guessing he saw me as a son. I mean, sort of. But yet, that man. is long gone by now. I'm guessing Midoriya's father didn't really tell him much about his grandfather. Eh, I'll tell him. And then we'll go back to Midoriya.
Time and see yourself, you wanna be
So,
like
as we
someone else. Don't wanna change me, don't wanna tell you for my health. Go back in time and tell yourself, was this one right or someone else? Don't wanna change me, would rather feed it to your spouse.
Wish I could take it all back before I fucked up my past. We make mistakes, that's a fact. But will you still forgive me? Before I picked up a mic, you shine above, you my light. I bring it back, make it right, so you could still forgive me. Yeah. Look how far that I've fallen. I was glass leaving shards, and look at the scar, and you left me destroyed. You got me falling to pieces, wishing I could delete this, but now I'm just seething that you left me destroyed.
Go back in time and see yourself, you wanna be like someone else. Don't wanna change me, don't wanna tell you for my health. Go back in time and tell yourself, was this one right or someone else? Don't wanna change me, would rather feed it to your spouse.
and Midoriya would finish singing, and he would bow, and he would weep, would be teary. And yeah, now we'll do a time skip, given it's not a long one. It would be a little bit after that. It would be after the festival would be done, and everyone would be heading back to their dorms. And Aizawa would say, "Hey, Midoriya, wait up. I want to talk to you." And Midoriya would say, "Oh, hi, Sensei. What do you want to talk about?" And Aizawa would say, "How much did you know of your grandpa, your uh, father's side?" And Midoriya would say, "Why? Uh, uh, well, I knew I met my uncle. I met my aunt. Uh, and I never really met my grandpa and my grandma. I never even met her. She died even before I was born. So I barely even know much anything except for like the whole entire sickness thing that they had that would skip a generation and then that next generation would get it. And I'm guessing my father was part of the not my generation, but the last generation. So I'm guessing I won't have it. I'm pretty sure I won't have it. I'm hoping I won't. Uh, but yeah, I mean that's all I really know about. I was I wasn't very much told much about anything. And then Saul would say, "How much do you know about your grandpa?" And Midori would say, "Well, the fact that he basically had the same quirk as me, that's all I really know about. Uh, except for the fact that no one really let me meet him. I mean, that's really it. That's all I really know. And that's all I was told. And apparently, well, besides the fact that he looked a lot like him when he was younger, uh, even though when he was older, he let his hair grow out. And yeah, I mean, all I knew was he looked a lot like him when he was younger. And yeah, that's basically it. And I thought would say, well, um, here's another thing. I want to tell you about your grandpa because, well, surprisingly, I was trained by him. He actually helped me with a lot of weapon, uh, like training and a fighting style, like very close to yours that I more realized. So I'm guessing you all had more of a closer bond than you really thought. And Medora would say, the only reason I learned, well, never really learned it. Uh, my grandpa would always, like, send me presents, which were, you know how I have that weapon? Yeah, that was apparently his. I don't really know if he was a hero or not. He could have very well been one. I don't know. Uh, past my brain. I was just very happy to have it. And then he sent me, well, my tie. The goggles are new. He never had them, apparently. All I know, he had a type of glasses, but they broke in his last fight. And apparently, I don't know, in his last fight. That's all I really know. And I saw would say, well, I'm gonna tell you something that you might not be very proud of. Um, your grandfather was a villain named, uh, well, his villain name was not Kento Nanami. And that last fight where his glasses broke was um, against All Might. And Midori would say, huh, huh, well, that's new. What's next? You're going to tell me he had like a very caring side, that he cared for his family a lot? Uh, and that's all it's like, ding, ding, ding. Yeah, that's what I was going to tell you about. Um, and, well, also, I was given this by your grandpa. So, uh, it's a piece of paper. Um, it was a adoption paper for me when I was younger, and I trained at his dojo now. And also this paper, which he gave me, and it's the ownership of his dojo. Now I own that dojo, and it's not open because I just go there for memories and to train. But now, uh, well, what I'm really trying to say, your grandpa saw me as a son, a, and I felt like a son to him. Really, I did, I did. Um, and now that I realize what is your grandpa, I'm very happy I am your teacher. Now I feel like I am, now I feel like I am training someone very important to me. And I don't know really how to say this, but um, I thank you. I thank you for becoming a hero and, well, doing as good as he did. And one more thing, don't tell anyone I said this because I'll get made fun of and joked around with. But I really care about you and your class. I think you all are a family, like you said. Um, I know, uh, I may be rough on the edges, but I learned something from your grandpa. Keep your emotions hidden, as you did for a very long time. But also, if you need anything, if you want to go to that dojo, just tell me, okay? Just tell me and we'll go. Me and you, okay? I'll see you at class on Monday, okay? And Midoriya would say, okay. Well, that's something. And Midoriya would walk off and head to the dorms. After that talk with Aizawa, and once he would open those doors and take a step in there, he would be grabbed by his classmates, and he would be pulled into a group hug. And no, 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 not a group hug. They would all be standing there. Kaminari and Bakugo would grab him, right? And they would tie his feet like together while and you're right. And Bakugo and Kaminari would be holding his arms. And Bakugo would say, "This is what you get to make a. This is what you get for making such a sad song. Okay, this is what you get. You just get a bunch of hugs and people. Besides, except for Mineta, he no, yeah, no, Mineta, nope, nope, not at all. Um, Mineta would not get a hug. He would handshake. Actually, no, he. I don't care. Um, everyone would hug him. Uh, Todoroki longer than others. Sakia longer than others. Um, and then once they were all done, Bakugo and Kaminari would make a bro sandwich. They would both hug Midori at the same time, right? And then after done with that, Midori would say, "Uh, well, that because more. How's that? I don't get it. Um, is this because like what? I don't get it. I don't do good with emotions. Okay." And then he would feel someone wrap their arms around him from the back. And he would turn around and see it would be Tamaki, right? And then uh Kaminari would say, it's because you actually see us as family and you know that and we're just happy you care about us more like we care about you. Okay? But we'll us we will leave you in Tamaki. Okay. Wait, what about my you forgot about my hold her tied up situation, you know that, right? We didn't forget about it. We are just not untying you. And Midori's like, Tamaki, what you need? And Tamaki would say, you need a hug. I needed a hug. after I heard the song, and then they would Midori would turn around, hug Tamaki, blah blah blah. They would talk, right, and then Midori would go up to the dorm, sleep. Time skip. Uh, it would be Monday, and it would be time for the joint training. Okay, that's where I'm gonna end it. Um, yeah, that's where I'm gonna end it. Uh, like, subscribe, comment, and tell me. Uh, I don't know. Rate the rate. Go back in time. Or by Oracordia, the song I used in this video. Um, yeah, please do that, and I'll see you all later. Okay. And if you all want any new like anime content, uh, I'll be thinking of videos I could make. Um, right, I'll be thinking of videos. Okay. Uh, right. I'll see you all later.